Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Marquita here with late nights, early mornings, and I specialize in things such as vlogging what I do, my likes, product reviews, as well as my houseplant and gardening hobbies. So if this is your first time here, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy what you see and check out some of my other videos along the way. Today I'm just going to be doing a short unboxing of my HelloFresh box that came today. It is Saturday, May 1st, and it is, can't believe that's already May. Like when I switched my calendar to May, I was like, whoa, the year is almost halfway over, and it seems like 2020 was just so long and never ending, and now we're like halfway through 2021. So anyway, I'm going to be whipping up some breakfast soon. Yes, it is about noon, but you know, Saturdays are for sleeping in. So, this is my HelloFresh box. I've done a few unboxings on here before, and I've even shown off a couple of meals that I have prepared using HelloFresh ingredients. So just a little bit about HelloFresh if you're not familiar. They are one of the meal kits or meal delivery services that are out there. There are quite a few now, and I think with the pandemic, more people have been turning to those. It makes it easy for you to get meals that you can cook at home. So basically you go online and order. They have a menu for each week, and you go online and pick out whatever number of meals that you signed up for with your subscription, and then they ship you all the ingredients and recipe cards, which is what these are, that give you all of the instructions for preparing that meal. So essentially it just takes away the grocery store trip that most people would have to make. If you're like me, I definitely got lazy over the pandemic, especially being in an area where there's a lot of delivery service options for almost anything. So if I really truly didn't want to leave my house, I could definitely almost achieve that, especially now that I have just started a new job, which currently has me working from home full time, and probably will be for the foreseeable future. That's kind of what happened to me before in my old job. I have been teaching and working in education for about 12 years, and so just a couple of weeks ago I made the change over to my new job, so I'm finally out of the classroom. It was a bit bittersweet, not so much to leave the actual job because I was happy to be leaving the world of special education. However, the students were the part that made me very sad, because I even had some of my students who were ninth graders. I taught 9th and 12th graders, but the 9th graders were like, they cornered me and they were like, was it something we did that made you leave, or that's making you leave? And I'm like, no, you guys didn't do anything wrong. But I thought that was just really sweet that they were concerned that maybe they had led to me quitting, because as you know, it is May, so I left at the end of April, so still a couple months left in the school year. So they thought like I was quitting because, you know, they had done something or whatever, and that was totally not the case. Wonderful group of kids. So it does make me sad to kind of miss out on them, but you know, eventually you have to do what's best for you. And actually one of my students even said that, and I'm like, who are these kids, these mature sounding ninth graders that are like, you know, one kid was like, I'm sad to see you go, but you know, sometimes we have to do what's best for us. And I'm just like, who is this kid? So definitely a special, wonderful group of kids. But back to the HelloFresh unboxing. So this time, usually I get the 3 meals, 2 servings per meal plan, but this time I decided to treat myself, and I want to say I got a bonus meal, so I got a 4th meal today. And that's the thing with HelloFresh, is like you can sign up for a subscription for a certain plan, and so the smallest plan is the one that I have, I do believe, which is the 3 meals, 2 servings per meal, because it's just me. So for me, that's like having, each meal is like 2 meals, because I can eat, you know, 1 serving for dinner, 1 for lunch the next day or whatever, or 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner if I want to. So it's a really good deal for me, because I'm getting double whatever I order. Since it's just me, I'm not having to share that second serving. But I had purchased a gift card, and So here's the thing with HelloFresh gift cards, in case you didn't know. If you buy them, they're not like in some cases where you just can apply that amount to the account or whatnot. They do not cover shipping, which is $7.99 right now. And I got an email saying that they're about to increase by $1 to cover something. I don't know, but they're increasing by $1. And I think that's because they are a very eco-friendly shipping company. So that's important to note. And it's all written on the box here. You can find more information about their recyclable materials and everything on the HelloFresh website. So the box is recyclable. The ice packs that come in here are recyclable. The kit bags that you use, all your ingredients come in, it's recyclable. You can even see the symbol on the stuff. So they're working on getting almost pretty much everything in here is recyclable. And that's part of what they're trying to do to help reduce their carbon footprint. So just another good reason to shop HelloFresh, also contributing to helping the environment. And they offset about 100% of their carbon emissions are offset, and you're reducing your food waste by at least 25%. And part of the reason things like HelloFresh, or one of the goals behind that, is reducing food waste, because we know that when we go to the store, sometimes we buy things and we either don't end up using it, or we buy more than what we end up using. So what we don't use, we either throw out because it goes bad, or we just never use it or cook with it. So by ordering these, you get the exact portions that you need for however many people. So if you're doing 2 people, 4 people, 5 people, whatever, that's what HelloFresh does, so that you don't waste food. So that's also another perk to HelloFresh. But let's get into the meals that I ordered. Oh, I'm sorry, I was explaining about the gift card. It's a little early for me. My brain's still waking up. But yes, with the gift card, it covers a box. But again, it does not cover the shipping. So if you gift someone a Hello gift card, they still have to pay the $7.99 or probably $8.99 in the next month or so for shipping. And it also doesn't cover if they upgrade to the what they call, I always forget the name of it because I never get them. But these are like the upgraded meals that usually have some higher... It has either bigger portions or a higher amount of, I don't want to say quality because all the food is good quality, but like it might be steak and shrimp versus most of the time the average meal would just be steak or shrimp. You wouldn't get 2 meats. So it might be a meal like that, like a seafood, thing or something like that. Those upgraded meals. And they cost a little bit more. The average meal is like $9.99 per serving, whereas I think if you get the upgrade, it's like $14.99 or something like that. 12 to $14.99 per serving, depending on which meal you get. So those are not covered in the gift card purchase either. So just know that if you're purchasing a gift card, it's not like a credit for an account if the person is a current subscriber. It will still cover a box, but that's all it covers is a box. And I think if they're a current subscriber, you would have to pause your subscription and then order like as an individual non-subscriber to use that gift card. Here we have the Philly style beef melts. I have never tried this one before. And I'm not even really a Philly cheesesteak fan because this is essentially what this is. They just don't call it that. But this is a Philly style beef melt with crispy potato wedges and mustard dipping sauce. So there's a picture of your food. It says it should take about 5 minutes to prep, 35 minutes to cook, and it is 1,120 calories. It shows you all of your ingredients that you should have in your bags, which I'll show you in just a moment. A lot of times they give you little bonus info, like at the bottom where it talks about the Dijon mustard. And on the back, you have all the steps that you need to complete this meal. And one piece of advice I would give you is to read the recipe card all the way through so that you know exactly what you're doing. Because sometimes while you're prepping or cooking one thing, it'll tell you to do something else or have something else ready to go. So read through the entire recipe card first before you start cooking, just so you have an idea of what you're doing. And then it tells you what materials you need. A lot of times you only need like 1 to 2 pans, which is great because it's very little to clean up. And then also it gives you the portions based on whether you have a 2-person serving or 4-person. So sometimes it'll say like 2 tablespoons for this or 4 if you have 4 servings. So it'll tell you all of that. All right, so that's the first meal. The second meal is spaghetti and turkey meatballs with Parmesan, kale, and tomatoes. This is what they call a one-pan meal. So for those of you who definitely don't like dishes, here's a one-pan meal, and that's all you need. And it takes 10 minutes to prep, 40 minutes to cook, and 840 calories, which is not bad at all. Again, your ingredients list tells you a little bit about the turkey meatballs. I have discovered a like for kale through HelloFresh. It's not something that I had other than in smoothies prior to. I had never actually cooked it. So once I had a HelloFresh recipe with it, and I enjoyed it. And so now I eat kale, thanks to HelloFresh. And again, tells you what you need. There's your step-by-steps. On to the next. All right, here we have cherry balsamic pork chops with broccoli and thyme roasted potatoes. So that looks delicious as well. They usually try to give you a balanced meal that has a vegetable, a side, and a protein. So there you go. 10-minute prep, 30 minutes to cook, and 660 calories per, and these are all per serving with the calories. Ingredients there. Step-by-step instructions. All right, and last but not least, the creamy dill chicken, which I have had before with roasted potatoes and green beans. So I've actually cooked this recipe before. I enjoyed it, and obviously I ordered it for a repeat. They always send you some kind of little deal. Sometimes you get free samples of items that I guess they are in collaboration with, or you know, that they sponsor or whatever. And then sometimes it's kind of the same things. Let's see. So this is a flour coupon here. Looks like I get 20% off for a Bloomsday box, a Bloomsby box. And then some kind of first month free shipping with Quickco or KiwiCo, which looks like children's toys. Yeah, so it's a subscription to that. So those are the little gifts, 20% off. Yeah. Bloomsby box. All right. And there's also, and this is tends to be here frequently, there's a wine voucher for, what is this? Yeah, $100 wine voucher for Naked Wines. All right. And I gotta claim it within 30 days. I'm covering all my info because I like wine, y'all already know. But it's Naked Wines, delivery included. Haven't tried Naked Wines, I don't think, and I have looked at them. So, thanks to HelloFresh, they might have another customer. All right, on to the unboxing. Whenever you order HelloFresh things, they always send your ingredients in these little, also recyclable as you see, little brown bags. And I also use them for cleanup. So as I'm cooking, like any of the ingredient bags and scraps and things, I usually toss mine in there. So unfortunately, sorry, I don't recycle. I usually trash them because I put all the stuff in there. However, since the little mini bags are also recyclable, I could recycle the whole thing if I didn't put the food scraps in there. So usually I put the food scraps in there too if I have any, but if not, then the entire process is recyclable in terms of all the bags. So each bag is listed and labeled. So like this is the ingredients for the cherry balsamic pork chops. The spaghetti and turkey meatballs, the creamy dill chicken, and that what's in here is pretty much everything except the meat. So like your sides and you know, your condiments and things, which they do include, are in here. The Philly style beef melts, they're all in there. And again, like I said, except for the meat. So what they do is after that, under the bags, then you have wonderful packaged ice packs that do keep the food nice and cold. And you have all of your meat for your meals. So you can see my meatballs over there against the wall. And then I have ground beef for this sandwiches, the Philly melts, chicken cutlets, and I believe this is pork chop. Yes, it is. So that is how they're packaged, and there's another ice pack under it. So it's two ice packs, one on top and one on the bottom. Keeps your meal nice and cold, and also you can see around the edges Also helps with the lining, helps to insulate and keep the temperature in a nice, safe, cold temperature. I do want to say that these typically can be good for 1 to 2 days after they have shipped out. So I did have a situation where they delivered my box in the mail room for people who have like the lockers, similar to Amazon lockers, but they're not Amazon lockers, but they are the same concept. And that room is usually locked except for, you know, people who have those lockers. And so for whatever reason, sometimes FedEx gets lazy and they just put everybody's stuff in there if it's like a package. Done it several times. And instead of bringing it to our doors like they have been instructed to do multiple times. But in the situation where they did that, I didn't realize, because the box, one, it shipped out a day early. I think it was around a holiday, so that happens sometimes. Shipped out a day early, and they put it down there, and I didn't know it was there because I wasn't expecting it until the next day. But then I checked my email and saw that it had been delivered, and it was after the leasing office hours, so I couldn't get down there or get anybody to open it for me. So my box sat for a day, but everything was still fine. I went, you know, in the morning and got it, and everything was still fine. So I can definitely attest to the packaging, the quality. The ice packs were still intact, you know, still pretty frozen. So just want to say that that's definitely the quality in the packaging and how that works. So that's all I wanted to show you for today. Just want to give you another tour of my HelloFresh. Like I said, I've done a couple of these and even show you some of the meals. So I'll link those videos to this. Just check them out. And if you're interested in HelloFresh, make sure that you go on there, sign up. A lot of times they're running promos for new subscribers, so I would say definitely do a Google search and see if you can find you a nice promo and save a little money while you're at it. I'm not sponsored by HelloFresh, just want to put that out there. But thanks again for watching, and please make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow. Hey guys, I just want to hop on and show you, I know that I showed you the unboxing from this morning, and tonight I cooked one of the meals, the cherry balsamic pork chops with broccoli and thyme roasted potato wedges. And I just wanted to show you what the final result looks like. Delicious, smells great. I've already sampled the broccoli and the potatoes, so I know they're delicious. And this is all of my trash in this one bag. So like I said earlier, very easy to clean up. That's all of my trash. The only other thing I have laid out right there is my cutting board that I used to chop up the potatoes. There's a shallot in there, and that's it. So just wanted to show you what the final products of these meals look like. Thanks again for watching.